Hello YouTube, Dave here again, and I am back with another installment of Shadows over Mystara. So, today we're going to fight some gargoyles because I can attack them with my magic weapon now. And the gargoyles don't have necessarily a ton of health, and they tend to drop some pretty good stuff, so we'll just pick all that up. Nope, no, okay. I don't want to get rid of the sword in favor of a magic ring that has a single spell on it, so let's just cast that on him. Alright, so let's just go in here. A lot of times I'll actually drop scrolls, which was what I was looking for, because it increases my spell capacity, but that's okay. Oh. As if the falling spikes and the blue freezing parts aren't enough. You have to have the chest trap as well. Nothing useful in there. Alright, so we're pretty much at the end of the game here. There's not a whole lot left. But one thing that I discovered recently is if you see this window here, get the shadows leaving on, you can actually go up it. If you press up, you'll actually jump into it like it's a doorway. So there's actually some hidden stuff in here. Now, so inside of this chest there is a magic sword. So let's get rid of this ring of magic missiles. And so that was another sword along the lines of something I must have already had, because it just gave me experience for it. I know that if you go in with, say, the wizard, you get a elemental staff that makes your conjure elemental spells deal more damage, so I think that was another Stormblade, actually. Because it had to be a weapon that I have. Well, no. I need to get rid of some stuff here. Let's get rid of that ring of magic missile. I must have picked two of them up, so, alright. I don't want to get rid of actually decent weapon to replace with a throwing dagger, so. Alright, so here we have to fight the 4 Grand Masters. And this one, I don't know what it is. I think it must be like a specter or ghost. But this one doesn't function like a lot of the things that I'm used to from that game. But as you can see, the legendary sword does some pretty good damage against it. Of course, it has that attack where it just swallows you and not much you can do. It's kind of a bit of a time waste, but I mean, I don't know any advanced techniques, unfortunately. I've tried to find ways to fight this like much more effectively, and I mean, I'm doing actually pretty good. This is one of the quicker times I've actually been able to defeat him, but it's still kind of a weird fight. Like I said, I just don't know what that creature is. I want to say Spectre. Get out of here. But he has been defeated. So here we have an orc. I'm not really going to use that lightning bolts. So let's free that up as well. I can't get rid of my normal sword, and I don't need anything else here, so let's just move on. Alright, so we got another spiraling staircase section here. This is pretty straightforward. You just have to fight wave after wave of enemies. I'm going to try to get through this as quickly as I can, because we're pretty much at the end of the game, I think, here. There's just a couple more boss fights, and then we're done. So, again, this legendary sword just does so much damage. It's great. Can I? No. And I'll try to make as much progress as I can. Again, I can be casting spells here, but the fact of the matter is that with the elf, I don't think her spells are as good in terms of what she can do. Although, actually, I haven't done this one yet, so I should. I have a polymorph other spells, so if I can just get someone to settle down here, let's turn him into a little frog. And we'll turn you into a hummingbird. So, there you go. Just see. I'm going to try and make as much progress as I can up these stairs, and because there will reach a point where it's just going to tell me to stop. Yeah, there we go. Lightning bolt there. This is also where I'm glad to have a ring of fire resistance, and I know that again this isn't pure to the arcade experience with having the unbreakable items and stuff, but you know, this isn't. I'm not playing this in the arcade. I'm playing this at home, so. Awesome. All right. So they are fleeing. Let's just run up the stairs. I think it's goblins next. Yeah. Got way too much health. So just lightning bolt them, zap them. That takes care of them. I think one of the other reasons, and I don't know if they actually reproduce that part of the rules or not, but in like the basic, the Menser D&D, the BECMI system where the rules for this game originate from, spells like lightning bolt and fireball and stuff. Oh, come on, slide. Pick that. You know what? I'm just gonna pick that up. All right. Spells like that, you know, they increase in damage like by 1d6 per level. So, like, you get the 3rd level spell at 5th level. So you cast, you know, fireball and it does 5d6, and it does an extra d6 for every level that you have. And that. Unlike, okay, I think we're at the end of it. So unlike things like 1st edition or 2nd edition AD&D, maybe not 1st edition, but I know like 2nd edition and 3rd edition, for example. God dang it. They cap the spells. Stop it. They cap the spells at 10d6, but in this version, you go all the way up to 20th level, so up to 20d6 for lightning bolt and fireball. So I don't know if they do that for this game or not, but I do really get the sense that the magic user spells just do more damage than the elves, because the elf is capped at 10th level, so I'm maximum level for my elf character right now, whereas the magic user gets over, I think, to like 20th or even 21st level, at least 20th. I know they can get to 20th for sure. Oh. Alright. Nope, okay. There are ways to go into those rooms, and I think I just going through here. Is there a switch or something that I can hit? So I don't know how to bypass this area here. Just, is there a switch? I don't know what to do. I've gotten here a couple of times, and I feel like it should be simple to figure out if there's like a switch that I press or a block that I push. Oh, wait. Wow, am I dumb and I've just never gone down here before? 8th level spell, I'm definitely not going to get any use out of that. Oh. So I think defeating gargoyles can deactivate some of the traps, I think. Oh. So let's just give that a shot and see what happens here. That was a lot of stuff. So, arrows and not the. Oh, there's the boots of speed. All right, now we're cooking. Yes, fairy, I know. I'm busy though. Whoops. Okay, didn't mean to do that, but sure. Another ring of fight resistance. That's actually pretty useful if you're playing 2 players. Ooh, gauntlets of ogre power. I'll take those. Now, did that deactivate? No. So I don't know how to get through that without. I don't know how to get through that. And if anyone knows, let me know in the comments below, because I'd love to know how to get through that that particular area. And I still can't go there, so let's just try killing the other 2 gargoyles. If I still can't get past those elemental barriers, then I'm just going to say screw it. Alright, let's get rid of him. I'm hoping that I'd rather them drop scrolls. Hurry up. I don't know what happens if I take too long. Okay, that one's deactivated. Alright, so I need to... Oh, hey! That worked. Sort of. No. Come on, tell me that got the little bug. Oh, am I not going to be... Oh, the stuff disappeared anyway. Alright. That egg would have been nice because it would have summoned Owlbear. So this one here... Nope. Alright, so I still don't know how to... I think I've gotten in there before. I just don't remember what I did. So anyway, let's just move on, shall we? So now we have to fight another one of the 4 Grandmasters. And this one is another Dark Warrior. So we fought the other one. That was part of the Juggernaut encounter. This one is, because I got the Ring of Fire Resistance, all of its attacks are actually, even though they're like gray or purple, they're fire-based. Now. So, I wish it wouldn't block though. Oh, I'm out of spells. There we go. So yeah, just taking another intentional death to replenish my magic. And it just blocks so much. Alright. Let's get some spells up in here. This blocks again. I don't remember him being this kind of annoying, but probably because it's on the highest difficulty setting. I normally play it on the medium one. Ow. I also don't know exactly what creature type they would use for this. This seems like just a something made for an arcade game, but I'd love to have the stats for it. It may be in a different book too. Like, I mean, it just may not be limited to creature catalog or things like that. There we go. We almost got him now. If you just stop blocking. A couple more good hits if I can finally... There we go. Alright. That wasn't too bad. Oh, slide? There we go. I said these Xbox controllers, I don't know. What? The Dark Warrior was said to have been the strongest of the 4 Grandmasters. Nope, the Warp Crystal's reacting, so let's go. So I think this is going to be the final episode, actually. I don't need anything. I don't want those throwing daggers, just in case. I don't think there's much left to pick up, but just in case, I don't want one of my magical swords getting discarded for something disposable. So now we're in the Inner Heart. What's that huge door? Well, this doesn't look ominous or anything. Alright, so you've come. I am the greatest of the Grandmasters. You cannot defeat me. Alright, so a whole bunch of stuff going on here. We got a Manticore, we have a Black Dragon, and I am getting my butt kicked. Now, you can defeat the Dragon and you can defeat the Manticore. I've done it, but the only thing you really need to worry about is the Nagpa. So, little vulture guy. But I do want to open up these treasure chests, just see if there's anything good in here. Gold, healing potion, which immediately got wasted by taking a hit. And in this one, scroll level 4 magic, we'll take that. And let's just hit a nice storm there. Now, so yeah, all we have to do is defeat him. Although he teleports around a lot and is generally very annoying. So, but just a couple more hits should do it. There we go. Alright, and he is down, so the greatest of the 4 Grandmasters has been defeated. And that just leaves us with the final boss. Oh, that inexperienced one again. I went too fast. Looks like it's time to finish this. I guess I'll have to do it myself. So, she turns into a giant red dragon. And that's the reason that I didn't want to fight the red dragon first time around. Although with the Ring of Fire Resistance, this fight is generally a lot easier, whereas the other dragon will summon boulders. This one just has fireballs that it uses. Now that said, her breath weapons are still insta-death, but and there's two different ways I think that Sin will use her breath weapons. She'll either be in the background and just fill up the screen with fire, or she'll come from the side of the screen. So if she's in the background, there are spots where you can actually stand behind cover, and each side of the screen has one. So if I run over here, we have that on either side. So that's basically, whoops, the easiest way to dodge that. And if she's on the side of the screen, you just do it based off of, you just stand on the same side that she's coming from. And again, she's limited, as far as I recall, she is also limited to 3 breath weapons. And here's one of them. Oh, yeah. So I just stay here. I can't hit her or anything. She's invulnerable at that point, but it does avoid the damage. And you can see the direction that the breath's being inhaled in, so... Oops, I'm out of those. Okay. I don't know if that hit or not, but... The one thing with these fights is they have a ton of health. So let's just... No, that one definitely hit. So this would be a situation where if I had fought the first red dragon, it drops, I think it's a tooth or a horn, it drops something anyway, and you turn it into a Dragon Slayer sword. And that sword does a lot of damage against Sin. And, oh. Oh, if I can be lucky, she'll do the side for all 3 of her breath weapons, and we should be good to go. So we're slowly getting her. Yeah, may as well do Conjure Elementals, I guess. I can't get the fire one, so I don't have to worry about the spell being wasted. Did I miss that? Did that not do damage? Let's try that again. Okay, that one did damage. Does the earth one not do damage? Which one do I get? Well... It's random which one you get, so I don't really have any control over. Well, yeah, okay, of course I wouldn't. Well, if I die, I'm going to retry casting that spell, but in the meantime, let's, whoops. Oh. Getting bad at my menu navigations here. Oh, okay, no, I guess there's a third way to use the breath weapon. That one's unavoidable. Although I learned from playing this game, the Tower of Doom recently with my nephew, that in Tower of Doom, the red dragon, if you come back immediately from being hit with the breath weapon when it's doing that attack, like the one that just killed me, you can actually get hit by it a second time, which I thought was kind of interesting. So, whoops, it would have been really awful in the arcade. There we go, we got her. Pick that up. Alright, and we defeated the final boss. So, defeated Sin. I've lost, but with the fiend revived, I will have my revenge. You have defeated me, but I'll win in the end. So, I don't know what that is, but it's terrifying. It's too late, we won't be able to prevent the fiend from rising. But what's this? An army of skyships. Just blimp fight. And they just beat the ever-loving crap out of this thing with cannonballs. They showed up just in time. And that's it. So they returned to the Principalities of Glanchgreen, where people welcomed them as heroes, especially Ariana, who destroyed the huge evil dragon Sin. Ariana left seeking new adventures. She journeyed west, finding danger and excitement at every turn. Alright, so that was Dungeons & Dragons Shadow over Mystara. And this is part of the Chronicles of Mystara pack that you can get. I have it on the Xbox 360, but I think you can download it just about anywhere. And these games are awesome. So if you're a fan of old school beat-em-up arcade machines, these games are awesome, especially if you like old beat-em-ups and Dungeons & Dragons, because, you know, even though this is not the genre you would associate with Dungeons & Dragons, quite frankly, it captures the rules a lot better than most home console D&D games ever did. You have, like, the level caps, you have the spell slots, you have just, you know, the dragons being done properly. Just a lot of really, really cool stuff. So, anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, hope you enjoyed this series. And I guess the question is, if I do a second playthrough, which character do you think I should take? Should I take the dwarf, the cleric, the fighter, the magic user, or the thief? So let me know in the comments below which one you'd prefer to see for a second playthrough. And like I said, I'll do different options so that a lot of the areas won't look the same. I also do want to showcase the dwarf's options or ability to go through his own unique area as well. Because I think that would make for kind of a cool thing. And it shows how if you have the dwarf in your party, it can actually impact stuff later on in the game. So anyway, once again, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series. I had a lot of fun playing it, and I can't wait to revisit this. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care.